before I was born, my father had a restaurant in Guangzhou, China. You know what Guangzhou is? Guangzhou is about 90 minutes by train from Hong Kong, north of Hong Kong. My father used to work in Portland, Oregon. I had a chop suey house and a barber shop. And then in the old days, most Chinese cannot stay in the U.S. So many of them went back, making money, and went back to China. So they bought a couple of restaurants and a grocery store. My mom managed a grocery store, and my father. But that I was about 2 or 3 years old. So I don't know what's going on. Then, as I grew up, I hang around my father's restaurant. And then when I left home when I was about 13. My father passed away when I was about 5. So I left home and went to Hong Kong. And I stopped working in the restaurant when I was 13 years old. When I was 13. And then after that, I went to high school in Hong Kong. And I also teach cooking classes. And I also went to a culinary school too in Hong Kong. And then later on I went to the US. And I studied in University of California, Davis. I studied food science. I work very, very hard. So not only I have 1 BS degree, I have 2 BS degrees. That's why I'm very good at that.
Chef Yan, another question.
Yeah.
Who inspired you to become a chef in the first place?
When I was in college, we don't have any money. So 6 of us and get an apartment, a room. We don't even have money to buy bed, so we just buy sleeping bed. And 3 of us will sleep, 1, 2, and 3. 3 of us roommate, because we work. So we sleep in 1 room, 3 of us, and we take turn to cook. And each day, each one of us will cook 1 day. So the 7th day will be free. Okay. And then when we eat, we always watch news or watch it. We watch PBS and saw Julia Child. And Julia Child was so funny and so good. And I joked with my roommate, one day I hope I will be on television. And then later on, I was the first Asian. I was very fortunate. I was the first Chinese and Asian to be on mainstream television media as a daily cooking show host. In the old days, the only 3 cooking shows. Grandpa lived in Seattle. Grandpa, Ghetto Bean Gourmet, Julia Child, and Yan Can Cook. Now Yan Can Cook is still around. Yan Can Cook is also aired on the Asian Food Channel in about 8, 9 different countries, Southeast Asia. And also, recently I was on the Food Network's Iron Chef as a judge. And they always ask me, Mommy, why would you compete with Mario Batali and Aaron Holder? I said, you know what, they're all my good friends. I don't want to embarrass them. Yeah, it's true. Because I boil a chicken in 18 seconds. It takes them about 18 minutes. You know, in 1 hour, they make 5 dishes. I can make about maybe 25 dishes. No, I'm just kidding. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of very chaotic, very, very nerve-wracking to be on the high-end chef. That's why I'd rather sit there and judge. When I taste a dish, you know what, this really tastes lovely. I can say it.
Last question, Chef. What do you think is the future of Philippine cuisine in international market?
You notice that people like us live in the U.S. 10, 15 years ago, there are very few sushi bars. There are very few Vietnamese noodle restaurants. There are very, very few Thai restaurants. Now, Thai restaurants everywhere. Sushi bars everywhere. And I think there's a great future for Filipino cuisine. You know why? Because Filipino cuisine is the original fusion cuisine. And it feels the best with Spanish and the Chinese and the other indigenous, just like Hawaiian cuisine. Like Roy is very popular. Roy Yamaguchi. Roy has Roy's restaurant. 50 restaurants in the U.S. serving fusion cuisine from Hawaii. You know, in Hawaii, everybody knows, Hawaii is basically Japanese, Chinese, and Filipino, and the Polynesian. cuisine together. You know, it's Hawaiian cuisine. So I think if all of you work very hard, particularly you and Tom, you gotta work very hard. Inspire and get all the young chefs, all the chefs, to put all your effort together and promote Filipino cuisine. And if enter us, I will come to Philippines and help and work with you and work on them, and I help wash all the dishes when you clean dishes. Then this is how I can make contribution to promote Filipino cuisine. But anyway, it has been true pleasure to be in the Philippines. This is a great nation, and you have the right attitude in life. You're always smiling, always happy, and I have learned the same thing. In the past, I'm very uptight. You know, I don't smile funny. Just spending 3 days here in the Philippines. Last night, I turned on the video myself. And even in my sleep, I was so happy. I smiled even in my sleep because I was so inspired from our good friends from the Philippines.